Tonight on News 5 Live, the commander of Eastern Division tours hotspots in Belize City. Pre-pandemic poverty rate for Belize at over 50%. And News 5 has a special look back at past royal visits from Princess Margaret, the Queen, and Prince Harry. These stories and more coming up on News 5 Live.
Currently, we're using Smart Elite VoIP calling plan. We use it interbranch. We use it to call outside, and we also use it to call international. It's far cheaper than what we used to have before. Our new PBX box is new. So the PBX is very good because I can call to my Cervantes branch, I can call to my Kikaka branch, I can call to San Pedro branch, and there's no cost using the PBX. Actually, right now, since we're in different locations, I can call main office from where I am at a no cost using the PBX system. I would recommend it, sure I would, especially the big enterprises who has a lot of employees. There's a lot of reduction in costs, 50% of saving. But that on a year, it's a lot of money that we're saving. Money that we could return to our members since we give back dividend to our members.
Visit our showroom or call 670-6710 to find out how Smart's corporate plan and PBX systems can benefit your business. Consultation is free.
It's almost lunchtime and Alice is getting hungry and forgot to bring cash. She remembers that E-kyash now has a geolocation feature in which she can easily view the E-kyash merchants near her, especially restaurants. Her co-workers also ask her to order food for them.
Chicken chow mein, please, and a Coke.
The merchant sends her the payment link. She taps confirm, and within a few minutes, her food is delivered. Alice then views her transaction history and taps on the transaction recently made. Then taps the split the bill button where she selects the unevenly option and moves the bar to the desired amount per person. The request is then sent to her friends. Her colleagues accept the request and are ready to enjoy their meals. Geolocation and splitting the bill via E-kyash make Alice's life a whole lot easier.
Do people actually hear from God? Are there really angels and demons? Okay, now that's just unbelievable. In our next series, we're going beyond the Google search and facing the tough questions. It's time to take on the skeptic and eliminate the doubt. From inconceivable to unimaginable, we're talking about the Bible's most unbelievable truths. Every second of this series will be worth your while. Believe it or not.
Staying connected with your loved ones while traveling is even more important during this global pandemic. With Digi, this is even easier and more convenient with our data roaming plans. Postpaid customers have instant access to mobile data when in 41 destinations worldwide. With 3 affordable plans, starting at only $28, it's easy to instantly connect via your favorite digital platform. To purchase your data roaming plan, contact Digi before your travel date. If you are already abroad, you can contact us via email at digihelp@livedigi.com or via WhatsApp at 608-8888. For more information, visit our website at livedigi.com/digicel or visit a Digi store near you. You can roam, stay safe, and stay connected with Digi.
Do people actually hear from God? Are there really angels and demons? Okay, now that's just unbelievable. In our next series, we're going beyond the Google search and facing the tough questions. It's time to take on the skeptic and eliminate the doubt. From inconceivable to unimaginable, we're talking about the Bible's most unbelievable truths. Every second of this series will be worth your while. Believe it or not.
And Messi is standing over this. Messi.
Great entertainment stays with you, and we bring you great entertainment. Next Gen, the ultimate digital experience.
This newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Thursday, March 17th. I am Sabrina Daly. He's back in the city after a 3-year absence and a transfer within the Belize Police Department. Assistant Commissioner of Police Howell Gillett officially resumed his duties in the Old Capital on Tuesday as the new regional commander of Eastern Division. For many who are familiar with Gillett's style of policing, community outreach plays a major part in his approach to crime fighting. On his second day on the job, ACP Gillett teamed up with the operations commander, Dr. Richard Rosado, to visit with residents of the Mayflower Street community who have been plagued by gang violence. We've reported extensively on the conflict within the area, and on Wednesday afternoon, we joined the brass of the police department as they walked through the devastated neighborhood. We begin tonight's newscast with a bold attempt being made by 2 respected law enforcement officers who are intent on helping to reshape the image of Ghost Town. News 5's Isani Cayetano reports.
Healing a deeply fractured community that has, in recent years, plunged into chaos amid an implosion within the gang that controls this neighborhood is a mammoth undertaking. For these 2 career lawmen who have devoted several years of their professional lives to community policing, the attempt begins with a call on the elders. Sandra Uter is the matriarch of at least 2 generations of her children. Today, she is meeting with Deputy Commissioner of Police Dr. Richard Rosado and Assistant Commissioner of Police Howell Gillett. The outreach is part of a strategy to reunite Ghost Town.
The police cannot do it alone. I believe I've said that already. But if we engage the community highly in what you've seen today and in other initiatives that we will do, we will be able to solve the issues.
Those concerns include an internal strife within the group. Over the years, Jervis Diamond, no stranger to the law, has risen to prominence in the Mayflower Bannock Street neighborhood for all the wrong reasons. Since he began working closely with the Leadership Intervention Unit, Diamond is intent on turning a new leaf.
Respect Mr. Rosado, the whole team will work, I think, because he walk on as what the problem try, you know. We like that, because we know see no policing a brown culture areas like that. I check that the first thing. First time I meet the man through the areas, I frightened because I walked through there and I woke up to there. I wonder if I get clear now.
That encounter did not result in Diamond being arrested. In fact, notwithstanding his rap sheet, they established a friendship. Through that rapport, Dr. Rosado has been able to check up on residents of this disrupted community. He's relying on that connection to reintroduce ACP Gillett as the new commander for Eastern Division.
The neighborhood have been receptive to the new commander, and I believe it is a good start. It is a good direction that we want to go. And Mr. Gillett come with a wealth of experience of engaging the community, and I believe he will embrace all the initiatives that we have started with the LIU.
Beyond those initiatives, however, is an urgent need for neighbors to come together. The chasm that has formed within Ghost Town has led to factions going at each other with deadly consequences. It's the kind of bitter rivalry that has divided families.
What does it take for you guys to hold it down and just do the straight and narrow?
We always hold it down. We don't go trouble nobody. People come around here as a problem happen, and the first thing when problem happen, they say Mayflower, and everything that Mayflower. You can't paint the areas black color how it done paint black. Try, when the areas do good, like Call big up the areas, put the areas on you, just like when time something bad happen among the areas or somebody from the areas do something bad on her if it's a Mayflower.
To effect meaningful change here, ACP Gillett, on his second day as head of Eastern Division, is trying to set up a small group of representative people that would influence the behavior of others within the area.
We want to be able to create focus groups within these areas because we cannot put a police officer in every location. So the community, there has to be a point where the police hands over the community to the community. But to do that, we have to create trusted people within, we have to find the trusted people within the communities and work closely with them because it's not everybody that makes up the criminal elements.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.
It has been almost 8 years since Ramon Cervantes Sr. was killed in the Honey Camp area of Orange Walk District. The murder of the 71-year-old in July 2014 devastated his family, including his son, Orange Walk North Area Representative Ramon Monchi Cervantes Jr. The elderly man was found in a shallow grave in an area not far from Honey Camp, and 4 men were subsequently sought by police for his murder. One of those men is still a fugitive of the law, having fled the country in the wake of the incident. The other 3, Noé Avila, Angel Cardenas, and Mateo Pot Jr., appeared before the Supreme Court earlier this week, where in a surprising turn of events, Avila pleaded guilty to murder. His accomplices pleaded guilty to the lesser charge of manslaughter. Earlier today, we spoke with Minister of State Ramon Cervantes Jr., who spoke about getting closure following his father's death.
Of the 3 accused, 1 pleaded guilty for murder, Noé Gonzalez, and the other 2, Mateo Pot and Angel Antonio Cardenas, pleaded guilty to manslaughter. We would have wished for a better outcome. However, we believe that it is the best legal justice that we could have gotten under our present system and circumstances.
What does this do for closure or that part of the healing process to take place?
Well, we are awaiting now the sentencing, which will be done on the 28th of March. And we are hopeful that the sentence will be stiff and long so that the punishment can be as adequate as can be. We cannot get our dad back. They took away his life. So we have to go for the next best. So we are hopeful that the sentence will be stiff and long as much as the law provides.
Cervantes appeals to Interpol to see how a 4th suspect, Manuel Castillo, can be arrested and brought to justice. Castillo absconded from Belize shortly after participating in the murder of Monchi Cervantes' father.
The judgment has provided some comfort to us, and we see the reality that, again, the best justice that I believe we could have gotten under the present system and circumstances. I hope that the police and Interpol move up, with more zeal in catching the 4th person, which is Manuel Castillo, who absconded during that time when my dad was murdered. So that is needed to get closer to closure. And I want to thank, everyone that supported us in some way or another, during all this time for our deal, because we'll never forget the pain remains, and it is the people and their support that has kept us going, our family, the bond that has gotten stronger within us as a family.
Coming up, so what percentage of Belize's population do you think qualifies as poor? 10%? 20? 30? Or more than that? The shocking data presented today when we return.
501 Boat Charters creates phenomenal moments for you, your family, friends, or business associates. We specialize in transporting our guests between Belize and their island destination. Let Belize Boat Charters facilitate your Caribbean sea transfer in the comfort and safety of your selected private vessel. Each charter is uniquely tailored to your individualized request to ensure an exceptional and memorable experience. Explore, enjoy, experience the most popular destinations in Belize with our exclusive private charters. Book with us and we'll get you there. Call us at 501-634-7123. Email us at belize501boatcharters@gmail.com or visit www.belizeboatcharters.com. Belize 501 Boat Charters. Create your adventure with us.
The month of March is Women's History Month, and this is what the dynamic team at the UNO gas stations had to say.
Personally, I believe it's a month to highlight our strength and resilience.
A month that highlights the accomplishment of all the women around the world.
It means something very special to me because of all my hard work and dedication, and I feel very highlighted.
It's a month to honor all the hardworking and dedicated women around the world.
My mom.
My mom, of course.
My mother.
Happy Women's Month!
Happy Women's Month.
Happy Women's Month.
Happy Women's Month.
Who offers the best home internet experience? The truth is, Digi, of course. Diginet has the largest fiber network and the fastest speeds with the most reliable service. That's more learning, more earning, more gaming, more bonding, more sharing, getting more things done. And now, Diginet is even more affordable with the new entry plan, a 20 megabits per second fiber connection for just $49 monthly, and increased speeds in all plans. The truth is, only Digi has the ultimate home internet experience, with savings up to $270 when you bundle. Wireless and cable can't give you that. So what are you waiting for? Sign up or make the switch to Diginet today to enjoy more speeds to get more done. Digi, our national telecom.
I am a Belizean traveler. Are you?
With RF&G Insurance, you can request a quote, renew a policy, purchase a policy, and even file a claim effortlessly with WhatsApp. Here's how. WhatsApp the words "Get Started" to 670-8700. We will prompt you to select the service that you are interested in. Select the service and answer a few simple questions. An RF&G representative will process your request and follow up with you when your transaction is completed. It's that easy. Skip lines and WhatsApp us. Remember, it pays to get it right with RF&G Insurance, a road group company.
This Easter, you can win big with BEL's Customer Rewards. To qualify, all your residential or social electricity accounts must have no arrears by March 31st, 2022 to get a chance to win one of 10 Easter packages. A winner will be chosen from each service area. Each Easter package includes a 13-feet portable pool with pump, a Coleman portable grill, an Igloo cooler, and a $200 grocery voucher. Remember, to qualify, all electricity accounts must be cleared and prizes will be awarded to the account holder. For more information, call 0800-BEL-CARE or follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Win big this Easter with BEL's Customer Rewards.
Download the SmartStream app on the Android Play Store and create your account to get access to movies and stream at home or on the go. Prepaid customers can purchase regular data packages or get a discounted rate on a special SmartStream package by dialing 7737. Postpaid customers will be billed monthly. Never miss a movie again with SmartStream.
A delegation from the U.S. government's Millennium Challenge Corporation, led by Chief Executive Officer Alice Albright, has been in Belize for the past 2 days. The visit was to discuss the development of a new MCC compact as Belize was deemed eligible for financial support. The independent U.S. government agency's mission is to reduce poverty through economic growth. Over time, $15 billion have been deployed in 29 countries and assisted an estimated 215 million people over that time. Today, a press conference was held at the Radisson to announce the partnership and to break down the timeline in which assistance will be forthcoming.
Our investments, which we call compacts, are 5-year grants that target the conditions that most hold nations back from greater economic growth and therefore the ability to reduce poverty. On Tuesday, I arrived in your beautiful country to congratulate the government of Belize on the MCC Board of Directors' recent decision, which was taken in December, to select Belize as an eligible country for a compact with MCC. In terms of timing, typically compact development takes 2 to 3 years of analysis and planning before a formal grant agreement can be signed, but we'll be making every effort to try to go through that process quickly. However, commitment to this process and going through it carefully helps minimize implementation risks. Throughout, we ensure input from all the important stakeholders, and doing so really sets up the program for success in the future.
On Wednesday, an initial agreement was signed with Prime Minister John Briceño for initial administrative expenses necessary to facilitate compact development. The $1.5 million in funding will ensure that GOB and MCC have access to technical expertise to conduct a rigorous assessment of the country's economic situation. That process commenced earlier this year when vacancies were advertised.
That funding, as CEO just noted, is there to help support the establishment of the team that is working with the government, with the MCC on the development of the program. The government of Belize has been very prompt in already starting the hiring of that team, and the interest, the use of that funding is to help support the team that's now going to have to be expanded with specialists.
Project will have, for example, a program coordinator, economics, social inclusion and gender integration specialists, private sector development specialists, environmental and social performance specialists, public outreach and stakeholder engagement specialists, and administrative assistant. For some of you might have seen it about, I think it was at the end of January, the beginning of February, we advertised all these roles.
There was a startling revelation during today's press conference, and that is that poverty in Belize has increased to 52%. That's 1 in every 2 persons who is considered poor. And that is using pre-COVID-19 data. While an assessment to determine the impact of the pandemic on poverty has not been done, during the first phase of the compact development process for Millennium Challenge, as constraints to economic growth analysis is conducted. That phase is nearly completed and determines the most significant factors hampering economic growth in Belize.
From 1995 to 2002, we saw an increase in poverty.
2002 to 2007, another increase. 2009 to 2018, another increase, which put us now pre-COVID at 52.3% our poverty rate in Belize. Out of 10 children live below the poverty line. There is a common, there is a main objective, and one that was actually being promised through the present administration through Plan Belize, and that is to reduce poverty by 50% by the year 2030. And within the medium-term development strategy that is being developed within the Ministry of Economic Development, the strategy number one is the reduction of poverty. So this is how serious the Briseño administration is in tackling the reduction of poverty. And the only way we will be able to do it is through economic activities. Believe unanimously, everyone will agree that there needs to be an increase and a reform in the education system. Also, it is important for Belize to increase its human capital. And the only way we will do it is through education. You know, I know in a saying, and I will always believe in this saying, that education should not be part of sustainable development. Education is sustainable development. And the secret to come out of poverty is sustainable development.
The selection of Belize for the Compact Program development is the start of a new phase of partnership between Belize and the United States. It has the potential to deliver big benefits for Belizeans throughout the country. Chargé d'Affaires Leila Moses-Ones speaks to this.
When I say we open a new frontier, it's because we're going to be doing very deliberate partnership work on the frontier of prosperity building. I think that here the United States Embassy has been very active in the citizen security sector. We've worked on helping the backlog reduction in the justice sector. We have a number of different projects on information literacy, investigative journalism, and so traditionally we've focused on those areas of assistance, and this is the new frontier in terms of a concerted effort to work through the Millennium Challenge Corporation to identify areas where prosperity can be driven, where the Belizean economy can be lifted up to include inclusive growth.
After the break, raising chickens and keeping bees, one family farm that is hoping others will join their efforts to feed Belize. But first, here's a look at the latest COVID-19 figures.
daughter. I do everything that you do, it's just in a different way. I work here at the 501 Hub, it's a restaurant. My job mainly is to answer the phone, to make reservations. The challenges that I usually meet every day are numberless, but the one that I face mostly are transportation. Like if I'm in the bus, my husband is holding me already, and there's someone sitting right there. And then we will say, Miss, can I please have the seat? And she said, no, you need to find another seat. I am sitting here. But Miss, you have space. That's my bag there. I have experiences like that. That, to me, is real discrimination. People need to understand that we have the same rights as them. My philosophy in life is that you treat and you do to others the way you want people to do to you or to your children or family.
Keep your business running efficiently with computer products and accessories from Cellular World. We are the largest electronics stores in Belize, providing business solutions from trusted brands including Dell, HP, Lenovo, and Samsung, just to name a few. Our range of business PCs and electronics include desktop computers, laptops, desktop monitors, mouses, battery backups, smart TVs, and computer accessories that are backed up by warranties to keep your business always running smoothly. Call or visit us at any of our 5 Cellular World locations in Belize City, Belmopan, or San Pedro, and let our knowledgeable team help you to find the right solutions. Cellular World, low prices, more choices.
The Energy Unit in the Ministry of Public Utilities, Energy, Logistics and E-Governance will be conducting a National Energy Use Survey from the 2nd of February to 30th May 2022. The survey will cover all sectors of Belize's economy, and the collected information will be used to support energy policies and assist in planning a sustainable future for Belize's energy sector. If your household has been selected, an enumerator will visit your home with an identification card. Enterprises will receive an online questionnaire to complete. In both cases, the ministry requests your kind cooperation. This survey is financed by a grant from the Global Environmental Facility via the World Bank, acting as the project executing agency under the framework of the Energy Resilience for Climate Adaptation Project.
You want a mobile service provider that allows you to stay connected with fast, reliable LTE coverage anytime, anywhere. Whether it's just to catch up with family, to share that experience with your one special friend, or to manage your small business. Whatever's your thing, you deserve to have the best mobile experience. Now you can do even more while on the go with the increased anytime data allowance in Digi's mobile postpaid plans. You now enjoy 8 gigs of anytime data starting at only $55 monthly. Or share up to 120 gigs of anytime data with up to 6 of your closest friends. That's more LTE data for you to enjoy during the day, nights, and weekends. No restrictions. So keep your gigs up with more data plus unlimited talk and text in all Digi postpaid plans. Visit a Digi store near you to sign up today. All you need is a valid ID and proof of address. It's time to get on Belize's fastest mobile 4G LTE advanced network. Visit livedigi.com to find out more, or hit us up on WhatsApp or Facebook. Digi, our national telecom.
As products on the local market become more and more costly, maybe it is time to consider growing more of what you eat. As our next story shows, starting out may not be as difficult as many people think. Today, News 5 visited a small family-owned farm in Camalote village, where one mother and her kids are raising chickens and producing their own honey. Paul Lopez reports.
One of the current trends in Belize is to grow more of what we eat. The Minister of Agriculture has been encouraging it, and it was a priority topic at a recent CARICOM Heads of Government meeting. Today, we visited Farm to Perfection, a small family farm in Camalote village, where the owners are currently producing chicken, eggs, bees, and honey, both to consume and put on the local market. Meet Shawal Leslie, the founder of Farm to Perfection.
We offer organic eggs. We have over 200 chickens.
We have the regular layer chicken that everybody knows of, and we have our special breed that produce color eggs. We also produce honey. We have our own apiary. And one other product is that is a tea or juice.
Shalwa, her 3 children, and her husband all live on 11 acres of land, only a small percentage of it cleared. Each one of her children has a role to play on the farm.
Our children don't have a choice. Full stop. This is what we do. It can be passed on to them if they remain in it when they're adults, but for the meantime, while they're teenagers and they're at home, they don't have a choice, because we want to teach them. We want to teach them how to be productive.
For 5-year-old Christophe, being inside this chicken coop, tending to over 200 chickens, is a fun activity. It has become a part of his daily routine. The children even named the chickens. This white rooster's name is KFC. Feeding time is when things really get crazy around these parts. BB is a special needs chicken. It feeds separate from the rest of the chickens because of its twisted beak. All the care and attention that goes into these layers yields a daily harvest of eggs, 200 a day at least. And today, we actually witnessed one of these layers laying an egg.
I do believe that we should get into more, because each household, let's say you have 6 people in your household, then you can just lay, maybe you can just have, not lay, you can have about 3 chickens, 3-4 chickens. You're going to get 4 eggs a day. You know, you're not buying those eggs. You can control the quality. You can control the nutrition base in those chickens. If you're worried about being in the city, this is what I say. Then you get chickens that don't make a lot of noise. Those are silkies. They're quiet. They're very minimal. They're very friendly. And you get your eggs for the week. And you're paying less and you're getting quality.
After getting acquainted with the chickens on Leslie's farm, we suited up to make our way over to their beehives. Shalwa prepared the smoke that is used to keep the bees calm. With a little assistance, I was covered in additional protective gear. Little Christophe was engaged in the same preparation process. In case you are wondering, these are African bees. They are armed with stingers. A sting can become very uncomfortable. Too much, and it may land you in the hospital. But this dangerous creature not only helps to fertilize plants, it also produces the honey that Farm to Perfection bottles as their granny bee product. Standing in the center of a swarm of these deadly and equally beautiful creatures really gave me a sense of appreciation for their contributions. A brief mishap involving one of Leslie's daughters revealed just how quick things can turn.
Yes, I agree that we should stay away from bees. It is nothing to be played with. Yes, I agree with that. They can be very dangerous. You really need to know what you are doing. And so it was definitely important for me to get training in that area. However, bees have been able to calm me. It stops me. It lets me think about what I am doing. And in business and in any growth, even in Belize, in our economic situation right now, we need something that will let us just stop. We need to slow down. But we're not slowing down to stop. We're slowing down to speed up.
Your daughter got stung. Is she going to be all right?
She's going to be fine. You know, there's a, I tell them that they need to get sting at least once a month as a beekeeper, because that lets their body get immune to the stings.
As we stop to appreciate the other animals that call Farm to Perfection their home, a calf, rabbits, dogs, and pigs, we look to the future of this family farm. Shalwa hopes to establish a honey house on the farm and expand the sale of her honey and egg products across districts. She also offers educational tours on the farm.
We want it to be a place of encouragement and inspiration. We want people to be able to come here and know that I'm not discounted because I'm a Belizean or because I don't have any money, that you can do it small, you can start small, and you can grow big. My motto is that if there is something that I can grow or make, I will not buy it. So I cannot make fuel. I need to buy fuel. But I can get the money to buy fuel from something else.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
Shala Leslie can be contacted via Facebook at Farm to Perfection or by phone at 668-8949. The women members of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community will spend Saturday pampering other women at their mosque at 1.5 miles George Price Highway in Belize City. It's all a part of International Women's Day activities from March 8. The event will be open to only women, and participants are also invited to sell their food or desserts. One of the organizers of the event, Khadija Hassan, shared with us what free services women will be able to receive at the event.
It's a women's only event, and we're going to be having some free services for the women to give them a chance to do self-care and pampering. We have henna, which is, it's a new thing in Belize. We have henna, we have nail painting, we have eyebrow threading, maybe I can use that. And we'll have food stalls. We'll be having some desserts too. It's to empower women, give them a chance to show support to each other. We are not competing with each other. Sometimes that seems to be what is the takeaway. Oh, I can't get along with she. No, we're not about that. We're about getting along with each other. Love for all and hatred for none is our motto, and we live by it.
Aside from the free pampering that will be given, Saturday's event will also include women speakers who will offer guidance to other women on how to manage their home and business. So if you're looking for some sound advice on these matters, Acting President of the Ahmadiyya Women's Organization, Maham Ullah, says this is an event you need to attend.
We also have a book stall where you can get information about our community. We will also have a stall that you can try on a hijab. We can wrap it for you, and you can take a selfie maybe. Our goal in life is just to do different initiatives to help and support the community, and this one's really important because we're trying to empower women. And our goal for this program was that we want to have different small businesses or big businesses that are run by ladies and empower them for them to come out and sell their food, sell their jewelry, sell their clothes. So we're trying to do different businesses. And we're also going to have a few ladies come and speak to us about their different struggles of how it is managing a household, how it is managing a business alongside that.
The event starts at 10 in the morning and wraps up at 4 in the evening. The venue is the Ahmadiyya Muslim Mosque at mile 1.5 on the George Price Highway in Belize City. The government of Belize and the Los Buenos Amigos Cooperative Society Limited signed a matching grant fund agreement for $337,000 Belize dollars to support the members of the cooperative to more effectively produce, market, and sell their agricultural products. The Los Buenos Amigos Cooperative Society Limited was registered in 2009 and operates in Trio Village, Toledo District. It currently has 17 active members. The matching grant fund will be used by the cooperative to build an office, storage, and marketing center in the community, as well as to install an irrigation system and an industrial well. Members will be able to receive, sort, store, and sell all produce from a proposed 31 acres. One such produce that will be cultivated by the cooperative is pineapple. The government of Belize, through the Resilient Rural Belize (RNRB) program, will provide funding to enhance 2 miles of road so that the farmers can more efficiently and effectively transport their produce to market. Just ahead, were you around when the Queen visited Belize? How about Princess Margaret? Surely you remember Prince Harry. News 5 has the footage of the previous royal visits for you when we reminisce, or see for the first time. But first, here's a weather update with data from the Belize Met Service.
clean and maintain your yard the best way with Honda trimmers and lawn mowers. Honda Lawn and Garden Equipment. Available at Benquip. Equipment, parts, service.
Applying for a Social Security sickness benefit? Here's what you need to know. A complete claims package include 1. Sickness claim form fully completed by the claimant and medical doctor. 2. Salaries record form completed by the employer or HR representative. 3. Proof of bank account such as bank book, online banking, or statement displaying your name and account number. To submit via email, you need to take a clear photo or scan of the documents and email to claims@socialsecurity.org.bz. Be sure to include your full name, social security number, and benefit type in the subject line of the email. Or you can drop off all completed forms into the Dropbox slot at the nearest branch office. Deadline to submit is 14 days from your first day of illness. All forms are available on the website at www.socialsecurity.org.bz. Social Security Board, safeguarding you, your family, your future.
What is the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine? The Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine is an RNA vaccine that triggers our immune system to develop antibodies against the SARS-CoV-2 virus that causes COVID-19. It helps to reduce hospitalization, severity of the disease, and death. What is the Pfizer vaccine made of, and is it safe? The Pfizer vaccine is made up of mRNA messenger ribonucleic acid, which are molecules that carry the genetic information needed to make proteins, lipid, salts, and sugar. It is safe for persons 12 years and older and does not contain the COVID-19 virus, hence cannot cause infection. Tests have shown that the vaccine is effective against current virus variants. Who should take the Pfizer vaccine? The Pfizer vaccine should be taken by persons 12 years of age and older who do not have severe allergic reaction after a previous dose of vaccine or have not had severe allergic reaction to any ingredient of this vaccine. 2 doses of the vaccine are required 3 weeks apart. If you are between the ages of 12 and 17 years, you are required to present a signed consent form before you are vaccinated. What are the side effects of the Pfizer vaccine? Some common side effects of the Pfizer vaccine are headache, fatigue, muscle pain, fever, chills, and swelling at the injection site. If side effects persist, contact your doctor as soon as possible. Does the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine prevent infection and transmission? No, vaccination alone does not prevent infection and transmission. We are still required to continue to wear masks properly, physically distance, wash and sanitize hands often, practice proper coughing and sneezing hygiene, and avoid crowds.
most reliable unlimited broadband in Belize with your prepaid or postpaid mobile plan or Netflix. You can bundle your broadband with your prepaid and enjoy 50% off all national calls, plus get SMS and data. Paid plans? Then bundle with any speed and pay only $25 extra monthly to enjoy unlimited smart-to-smart calls, plus 500 minutes, plus 6,300 megabytes of data. Stream unlimited HD movies and TV shows with our broadband, plus the Netflix add-on for only $30 monthly, and enjoy streaming on your laptop, TV, phone, or tablet. Visit a smart showroom near you to sign up or upgrade to the bundle that's right for you. Smart, bringing people together.
This weekend, various parts of the country will be buzzing with activity and tight security detail as the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, Prince William and his wife Kate, visit Belize. The occasion is the first leg of a Caribbean tour in celebration of the Platinum Jubilee for Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, who is William's paternal grandmother. Now, at almost 96 years old, Her Majesty has assigned much of the heavier royal duties, such as these extended events, to other members of the royal family. But she herself has visited Belize twice during her almost 70 years on the throne, and so have several members of the royal family. News 5's Marion Alley takes a look back at those historic visits.
In May 1958, towards the end of a trip to the West Indies, Princess Margaret, the younger sister of Queen Elizabeth II, visited Belize. It was during that visit that the new Princess Margaret Drive in Kings Park was named in her honor. At that time, Belize was still a colony, with Sir Colin Thornley as governor. Princess Margaret's visit would mark the first of many royal visits to Belize during Queen Elizabeth's reign. But it wasn't until 1985, 4 years after Belize had attained political independence, that Her Majesty the Queen visited for the first time. She was welcomed by Belize's first Governor General, the late Dame Minita Gordon, at the Philip Goulson International Airport, and introduced to then Prime Minister, the late Sir Manuel Esquivel, and leaders of government.
God bless the Queen of Belize.
In Belize City, she was welcomed by the mayor, the late Frank Lizama, and school children who had spent many weeks rehearsing musical compositions by the future Governor General, Sir Colville Young, sang their hearts out to the Queen's delight. Steel pan players beat out lively music, also carefully arranged by Sir Colville. In Belmopan, she inspected a guard of honor mounted by the Belize Police Force. And inside the National Assembly building, former Prime Minister Sir Manuel Esquivel welcomed her.
Your Majesty, the people of Belize welcome you into our hearts and into our homes. Our land is your land. Our homes are your homes.
Following a state dinner at the government house in Belize City, Her Majesty addressed Belizeans.
Respect for moral and spiritual values and the rule of law have made this country a notable example of how freedom can work in practice. A climate has been created where personal initiative and free choice have become a pattern of life for every Belizean. What you have achieved augurs well for the future development of the nation, but it must be carefully nurtured and strengthened, and then passed on to future generations.
Later that evening, Her Majesty was entertained with cultural performances that went on well into the night. The following day, she took part in a ceremony in Orange Walk at the Queen Elizabeth Park, named after her on that occasion. The monarch would return to Belize less than 9 years later in 1994, this time with her husband, Prince Philip, and as history would have it, again under the reign of the UDP and Prime Minister Sir Manuel Esquivel. But by that time, Her Majesty's representative in Belize was Sir Colville Young, who was knighted on that occasion. Flanked by Prince Philip at her side, the Queen addressed Belizeans from inside the National Assembly. She highlighted that Belize was the first country whose Governor General had composed and arranged the songs that welcomed her. Her speech, though delivered 28 years ago, holds true even today.
Many of the changes which we have witnessed are to be applauded and encouraged. Many have helped the disadvantaged to achieve their proper place in society. But some, the increase in crime being an obvious example, have done damage to society, and it is up to us to keep that society strong enough to withstand any assault from whatever quarter. It is never enough to treat symptoms alone. Such measures as the strengthening of law enforcement agencies and criminal justice systems are worthwhile, but we must simultaneously look at the real roots of the disease. That often means a process of honest and sometimes uncomfortable self-examination by a nation as a whole. But Belize is capable of that.
Belize, Belize, that for me and you. No matter where I go, no matter where I've been, I always come back to Belize again.
Then, in April 2001, the Queen's only daughter, Princess Anne, visited La Milpa, the third largest archaeological site found in Belize, as well as the La Milpa field station. She was also able to view samples of artifacts collected from archaeological digs of the Maya sites found on the Rio Bravo. And in March of 2002, Prince Andrew, Her Majesty's third child, visited Belize and opened Section 3 of the Southern Highway upgrading project, a stretch of road from the Bladen Bridge to the Big Creek Port. This came through a $26 million grant from the United Kingdom. He also opened the Princess Royal Youth Hostel classroom and library at Gracie Rock. And one member of the royal family, who is known for his outgoing character, Prince Harry, found it fitting to share a couple of dances with local Belizeans when he visited in 2012, and understandably so, because he was here for the occasion of the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marian Ali.
The Royal Highnesses William and Kate will arrive on Saturday and will tour a number of places before moving on to Jamaica and the Bahamas. And well-known local chef Sean Quillen will be working his magic to treat the royal couple to a one-of-a-kind culinary and cultural experience during their visit to Belize. On Friday, News 5 will have a detailed look at what is on the menu for the receptions. But tonight, here's a sneak peek of our interview with Quillen on his preparations for the days ahead. He also answers the question, will gibnut be included as it was on one of the Queen's visits?
We will not be having the royal rat. Tell me about that, because now one of the first questions come up. Will the royalties be served the royal rat?
Well, everybody, you say again, we all remember about the royal rat. And again, I think they're tired of hearing about it, maybe. So I won't be doing that. I mean, I hear it a lot too, you know, and they ask me, don't do that, man. So I won't be serving the royal rat, although I would love to, right? I'm also involved in choreographing, or like I said, I'm like, you know, the cuisine of Belize, the people of Belize already woke up beautiful. I just took a little makeup on there and put on a little lipstick. So that's my job now. I need to be ahead of them at all step of the way. They will be in a helicopter, but I must have to catch one little James Bus and hurry reach to the location. Boy, you'll get me in trouble again. The man said Floralia. Hey, anyway, so I need to be ahead of them, and I'm going to go to a farm on the Southern Highway, a chocolatier again, and they will have a presentation for them because they, again, they want indigenous, they want authentic experience. So that's an hour and a half of making chocolate, but picking the cacao from the tree. Everything beautifully done right there. Copal incense burning, blessing them, because the copal is for sacred events, so authentic. And then we move on to Hopkins Village, my favorite. I have to go to Hopkins, right? Garifuna cuisine. Of course, the hodot, the tapo, wali saho, maybe warm up there. Make, Kate could eat the curry, but we have to give them wali saho. What they do with that at the end of the night, I don't know.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available in both text and streaming video at channel5belize.com. You can also connect with us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/News5Live. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us. And from all of us here at News 5, please remember to wash your hands, keep your social distance, and stay safe. Good night.